Good afternoon. You're watching Newsfeed. I'm Maricar Bautista. An alleged major cyber attack in the Philippine government with the National Bureau of Investigation falling victim to a massive data breach. Philippine-based cybersecurity advocacy group Deep Web Connect reported today that a hacker known as the Zodiac Killer has claimed responsibility, leaking over 3.6 gigabytes of sensitive information online. The breach reportedly spans 8 years of records from 2016 to 2024 and could impact millions of Filipinos. The leaked database allegedly contains full names, addresses, transaction IDs, and contact details, potentially from NBI clearance applications or financial transactions. Cybersecurity experts warn this level of detail could lead to widespread identity theft and fraud. Alarmingly, the hacker uploaded the files on dark web forums with download links on file-sharing platforms. This attack is the latest in a troubling pattern targeting government systems in the Philippines, exposing the urgent need for stronger cybersecurity defenses. Billionaire News Channel is still trying to reach NBI to confirm the report. Comelec has activated its contingency measures following delays caused by the Supreme Court's temporary restraining orders, which affected ballot printing. 6 million printed ballots worth over 130 million pesos will be wasted after the Supreme Court stopped Comelec from disqualifying certain candidates. Because of this, 4 more printing machines from the National Printing Office will operate for 24 hours to catch up on the delays caused by the wasted ballots. This also means additional overtime pay for workers. The Comelec is hopeful that despite the setback, preparations will continue within the timeline set for an orderly elections. The poll body is still determining the amount of its savings to assess whether they should ask for a supplemental budget from Congress. Speaking to Billionaire News Channel, Comelec spokesperson John Rex Laudianco defended the poll body's decision to print ballots without waiting for the Supreme Court's decision on disqualified candidates.
Hanggang kailan po ba dapat maghintay ang Comelec? Sa isang bagay po na wala tayong kasiguruhan kung darating o ba o hindi. Dahil Supreme Court lamang po ang makapagsasabi kung kailan sila mag-i-issue ng TRO. Supreme Court lamang po ang makapagsasabi kung kailan po sila magdedesisyon o magde-deliberate sa isang kaso. Wala pong makapagdidikta sa Korte Suprema. Ikalawa, ang Comelec po ay may naiset na timelines na lahat ng activities po namin. Ito po ay pinaalam na namin sa publiko mula pa po nung isang taon. Kaya po dapat sundin ng Comelec ang lahat ng timelines na ito dahil ito po ang sinabi namin at gagawin namin sa bawat pagkakataon. Ikatlo, may Comelec Rules of Procedure po at ang Comelec Rules of Procedure po ay dapat sundin ng sarili ng Comelec.
Meantime, election lawyer Romulo Macalintal has urged Comelec to include disqualified candidates with pending Supreme Court appeals on the official ballots. Macalintal argues that this approach could avoid the costly process of destroying and reprinting millions of ballots, a move that could cost hundreds of millions of pesos. Citing Comelec Resolution number 11045, Macalintal highlights that political parties have the right to substitute disqualified candidates with members who share the same surname, even up until midday on election day. He warns that removing names prematurely would infringe on these substitution rights and disrupt electoral processes. The lawyer emphasizes that including all disqualified candidates with pending appeals on the ballot ensures no delays in printing, safeguards Comelec funds, and upholds the rights of political parties to adapt if Supreme Court rulings emerge. Comelec has yet to respond to Macalintal's proposal. The Department of Migrant Workers is seeking an exemption from the Commission on Election Spending ban to ensure uninterrupted aid to overseas Filipino workers. Secretary Hans Leo Kakdak emphasized that responding to emergencies abroad is a critical mandate, requiring swift action that can't wait for the election period to end. The Comelec's ban, which runs from March 28 to May 11, restricts public fund disbursements unless exempted. Similar exemptions have been granted to the Department of Social Welfare and Development under strict conditions. The DMW is also collaborating with Comelec to boost voter turnout among migrant workers for the May 12 elections. Meanwhile, the DMW continues to assist the family of Jenny Alvarado, a domestic worker who tragically died in Kuwait earlier this month. The agency is investigating potential foul play and addressing mishandling in repatriating her remains. Legal action is being considered. A breakthrough in the Middle East after months of on and off negotiations brokered by Egypt, Qatar, and the U.S., a ceasefire in Gaza between Israel and Hamas is set to take effect. However, while the deadline has passed almost 2 hours ago, Israel's prime minister says that ceasefire will not begin until Hamas releases a list of hostages to be freed. Hamas says it remains committed to the agreement and blamed technical reasons for the delay. This agreement could mark the first steps toward ending a devastating 15-month war. Israeli forces have already started withdrawing from parts of Gaza, paving the way for the first phase of the deal. Key provisions include a prisoner exchange. 33 hostages, including women and children, will be released in return for nearly 2,000 Palestinian detainees. It remains to be seen whether the ceasefire will hold. The war has left Gaza in ruins, with tens of thousands dead and millions displaced. And those are the news at this hour. I'm Maricar Bautista. Catch Weekend Agenda with George Cahiles later at 5:30 p.m. Stay tuned to Billionario News Channel on Free TV Channel 31, Channel 24 on Cignal, Channel 74 on Converge, and on our website bnc.ph. Thanks for watching.